So this is the cover, beautiful cover, of the Sefer Tehillim. In Hebrew, these are the words for prayers of our King, King David, also known as the Psalms. So we come down, they have a beautiful picture. I don't know who painted this picture or this idea. It looks like it's medieval or something like that. It says, Ashrei, happy are those. Ashrei. I will be in the straight line. I will sing. All these different words coming out of this word, Ashrei. Let's come over here and let's look at the very first song of our King, King David. I want to remind people who are listening to these shiurim that the Jewish people existed approximately 2,000 years as a Torah nation before the current era, the era of Jesus in the West, and later the era of Muhammad in the Muslim world. We're way, way beyond them. We're extremely literate people, as you can see, and our song sings for everyone. So it's really, our way of looking at things goes way beyond the current era. There was once a time when the world was all under the Weltanschauung of Egypt. Egypt was everything, because the food was there. That's what people needed, and everyone was drawn to that society and that atmosphere. But that, of course, disappeared. And then you came along with other nations, all different kinds, the Jewish people fighting for our land and to get back to our land, fighting the Philistines who were in Gaza. And the same thing going on today. But that was originally, and then came Babylonia, Mesopotamia, Syria, all these different cultures, all with their own Weltanschauung, that is their outlooks and all the atmosphere of their culture. We survived them, and we are surviving now. And if the era comes where sometimes some of the religions or the isms that are very popular today disappear, we will still be here. Here we come right now to Mizmor number 1. Remember, Aleph, that is song number 1. These are the songs of our King, King David. So he says like this. This is the introduction presented us by the people from Art Scroll. Moses presented Israel with the 5 books of the Torah, and David presented Israel with the 5 books of Psalms. Moses concluded the Torah with the blessing, Ashrecha Yisrael michamocho. How praiseworthy are you, Israel? Who can compare to you? David began his Psalms with Moses' concluding expressions, which restrain Ashrei ha'ish, happy is the man. So he says, the God created man with this one purpose in mind, that he should enjoy great fortune in the world and in the next, that is the world beyond the flesh. Man need not search far for his fortune. He was created as a model of perfection, with the basic components for excellence within himself, within ourselves. For this reason, Mesilas Yesharim observes that the prime duty of man is to protect his inherent goodness from external forces which seek to corrupt it. This is known as zihirut, watchfulness, being careful. David emphasized this truth by beginning his formula of fortune with the warning to avoid the wicked and the sinners. That's our first verse. We're going to see that in a minute. The next step on the path of the upright, is rizus, which means zeal, the performance of God's commandments with fiery passion and enthusiasm. David stresses this in the 2nd verse of the psalm. But his desire is the Torah of Hashem, and in his Torah he meditates day and night. Finally, the psalmist assures the person who follows these guidelines that he will surely flourish forever. So, in brief, within us are all the tools that we need to achieve perfection. But at the same time, well, that's what that drags us down. Here comes the psalm now. The praises of man are that he walked not in the counsel of the wicked, and stood not in the path of the sinful, and sat not in the session of scorners, but his desire is in the Torah of Hashem. And in his Torah he meditates day and night. He should be like a tree replanted by streams of water, that yields its fruit in due season, and whose leaf never withers. And everything he does will succeed. Not so the wicked. They are like the chaff which the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked shall not be vindicated in judgment. Again, they are like the chaff which the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked shall not be vindicated in judgment, nor the sinful in the assembly of the righteous. For Hashem recognizes the way of the righteous, while the way of the wicked is doomed. That's the first psalm. This is Baruch Fleischman. This is the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. These are the songs of our King David.